Blessed good night. Good night, everybody. And we want to give thanks and praise as always to the Most High. Yeah. And we want to try to see what's happening in the world today. Yeah, we'll build up the live because we try to teach the people about the virus that affecting the lung. And we have our Minister of Health came on, was it yesterday, I believe? Yesterday, and said they have two new cases of the coronavirus in Grenada. One person came from New York, and then the other person was from the UK, was sitting on the plane with the other person, and she got infected too. All right, now you're hearing all these different scenarios about this virus. Some say it's airborne, some say it's biological warfare, some say it's from 5G, and everybody has their own perspective. Eh? At the end of the day, the virus is killing people. Whatever it is, killing people. Even though it's biological warfare, it's killing our people. Even though it's from 5G, still killing people. You know what I mean? Even though it's man-made, it's still killing people. Even though it comes from the animal, it's still killing people. Even though they want to depopulate the earth, it's still killing people. You understand? That's my concern. You know, my concern is about who make it and who the 5G and I'm not taking out things here, man. You know, people, too much fake news outside there. Everybody putting up all these posts about these viruses, you know. So, before we talk about the herbs and the formulas, I'm going to give you all the herbs that you can use behind the nothing. Right? Let's look at the people who don't believe in certain things. Right? I believe in a creator. I believe in scriptures. That's my belief. If somebody don't believe and they are atheists, mean they don't believe in a God, that's their business. You know what I mean? They show love to people the same way. You know what I mean? That's your right. But it is also my right to believe in a creator. So you cannot come and tell me that because I believe in a creator that I'm living a what, an illusion? All of us live illusions. You understand? Watch over here. That right there. You know who made that? You know who designed that? You didn't know who designed it. Don't believe somebody designed it. It didn't come like that. It didn't just appear like that in my house. Somebody designed it. So if you believe, or if you are atheist and you don't believe in a creator, but you believe that somebody created that, that means you live in an illusion also, because you never see the person who created it. Who designed this? Who designed your house? Who designed your car? Who designed your plane? But you believe somebody designed it. So you also live in an illusion. You understand? So I want to respect everybody. If you don't believe, that's your business. But if I believe, and I believe and seen for myself, that the prophets who came on this earth and prophesied about things that will happen in these times, that's my belief. If you don't believe it and set a story, that's your belief also. I don't come in your page and fight you down. So respect my belief. You understand? And if you cannot come on my page and respect me, and want to put words in there that's very disrespectful to me, I will delete you. Or delete yourself. And I'm not going to disrespect again. You know, I believe in constructive criticism. But everybody should respect each other's belief. I don't want to tell a Muslim man that Mustafa is not God. What do you believe? I mean, you know, I don't want to tell the Christian when he believes that Christ is God. I don't tell him that that's his belief. Yeah, I mean, I just don't believe that. But that's his belief. I mean, so we all live in an illusion. All of us live in illusions. So if I'm living in an illusion because I believe in a creator that created the heaven and the earth, and they that dwell within, and you believe in a man who designed a plane, but you never see him yet, and the car you drive, the man who designed it, you never see him yet, then you are living in an illusion also. So we all live in an illusion. You understand? But I believe that the prophecies, that's what predicted. Go and read Revelation chapter 6. Huh? Go read it and see. Verses 14. Food shortages, wars and rumors of wars, pestilence in different places. Huh? Happening every day. And look at this, look at now the church going to close down. I told you all that. Because the kings of the earth will destroy the harlot, which is who? The prostitute. See, they're closing the churches down now. It started already. So then I believe, because I see it's happening. So don't come and tell me that I'm living an illusion now. I mean, when you go to school, they give you a book. They make you read the book. Then they program you to believe what you read in the book. Huh? Your book is not a story though. You believe in your book. So you come out into society, you get a job, and you keep on preaching what they taught you in school, what they program you to believe. So you also live in an illusion because you believe in something. They teach you, Mary had a little lamb, or Jack and Jill went up the hill to find a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill come tumbling after. You believe that too, ain't it? I taught you all in school. You recited it too. Come on, man. So I believe in a creator, and I believe that he is allowing these things in these times to happen to us because of disobedience. That's what I believe. So respect my belief. Bottom line. All right, let's go tonight. Now tonight we're going to talk about herbs and the lung and what they do to the lung. And we're going to teach you how you can repair pneumonia, bronchitis, pneumonia, walking pneumonia with plants, how to use them. And I want to thank all the nurses and all the doctors who are putting themselves on the line to save other people's lives. We don't give them respect. You know what I mean? We don't give them respect. Look at what's going on in New York today. People are dying and they're dumping them in all these trucks. Huh? That's fake news? That's not fake news. Something is happening though. Even though it's a biological warfare, it's killing people. Eh? And they come and say, it don't affect black people. So how come black people die from it now too though? Come on, man. We can't be so naive. It's going to affect all people because we are all living on this planet Earth and we are all in the line of fire. Even though it starts from China, it comes to America, it goes to Spain, it goes to Africa, it goes to South Korea, Singapore, the Caribbean countries. It's coming to everybody because we are all living on the earth. It's all to deal with respect of each other. Principle. You follow me? You understand? All right? So, wonderful. So we're going to talk about herbs tonight. And we're going to talk about formula for the lung. And I wanted to concentrate on the lung tonight because the virus that they say is killing everybody out there right now, they have us locked down in Grenada. We can't go outside after 7 o'clock. After 7 p.m., the government lock us down. We cannot come out. It's going to get worse. They're going to bring in martial law. I'm telling you all what's going to happen because it is all prophesied in the Bible, in the scriptures. You understand? So who don't want to believe? Or you don't study. That's the reason why you're all talking that kind of crap. Study it first and then come and talk to me after that. All right? Number one. So we're going to talk about herbs for the lung because when the virus gets into your lung, the virus springs and sticks on the lung. When it sticks on the lung, although your lung have cells that's supposed to keep you breathing, the virus overtake or replicate itself in your lung, damaging your lung tissues and causing fibrosis and causing lack of oxygen to your lung. Right? All respect to doctors. They don't know how to fix it. That's why they're dying from it. 50 or more doctors died from the same disease. Nurses who's collapsing in Italy, tired because they are in the front line and they are dying from it too. So that's telling you how dangerous it is, even though it's a biological warfare, or from 5G, they're still dying though. So how the doctors who's supposed to fix you dying? Because doctors were not taught in medical school about nutrition. Doctors were not taught in medical school about nutrition and how to find a cause of a problem. So the nurses that believe in what I'm doing and I'm feeding them the information with herbs, They ain't getting sick though. So, not because you are a doctor mean you know everything. Because the scriptures tells me that what has been hidden from the wise and the prudent shall be revealed to the babes and the sucklings who want to learn. So not because you went to medical school and spent 12 years mean you know everything. You see what I'm saying? You can learn from us also because you were never taught about nutrition. You follow me? You see? And if you don't deal with nutrition, you can never ever fix a disease. Never ever. If you don't find the cause of the disease, you can never ever fix a disease. You can never repair it. And I said to you, the body heals itself. We're going to show you how it does that in the lung. The lung have cells. And the cells in your lungs are supposed to keep you breathing. When a virus or a bacteria come into the lung, it disrupts the function of the lung. And that's the reason why they ask you to get ventilators now. Because you can't breathe no more. Because the pathogen or the virus gets into the lung and sticks on the lung, preventing oxygen to come into your lung. Now we're going to teach you now how you can prevent that with the same herbs that the same God put on this earth for us to use, who you said don't exist. Go over here. You only take the herbs though. A lot of you are going to take your vitamins and minerals and your herbs though. Are you there? We're going to come back to these in a little while. I'm going to show you how you could repair your pneumonia naturally. When you have walking pneumonia, a bronchitis pneumonia. We'll teach you that. Now, when I started to do formulas, I looked at the future and I realized that the earth is going to have lots of problems. I realized that because I read scriptures and I look at prophecies. And I realized that in the not too distant future, the earth, water the earth, because there's going to be more havoc on this earth. Trust me. And the financial system is going to collapse. Huh? Peter Tosh said the day the dollar died, what's going to happen? That dollar is going to die. Mark my words. The American dollar is going to die. And when that financial system collapses, we are going to go through tribulation. So prepare for it. And that's the reason why I said before, months ago, bank up on foods. Now your line's long in the supermarkets because people don't take no heed. They're not listening. So I went and I bank up on my foods, peas and beans, all my CC moss, everything. I said, hey, I don't have to go on the line no more because months ago I told people, listen, it's going to happen. So bank up on your food. Bank up. Not the line long, long, long. It's going to get longer. So we are going to go back into Egypt in Joseph's times when there was 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. Bank it up. I'm telling you all. And that's the reason why I, Patrick, created formulas. Because I know for a fact that more viruses are going to come. More plagues was going to come. Lots of them coming. This is only the beginning of sorrows. I'm telling you all. You understand? All right? So, what I did, I went and I created formulas with herbs to work on the lung for different conditions of the lung. See? And I'm going to tell you what they are. You could buy them. I ain't hiding nothing. I'm going to tell you what the herbs are and what they do. So you, in turn, can educate yourself about how herbs work into your body. You understand? So you can repair that virus that is killing people on a regular basis. Nurses, especially. You know what I mean? You all are in the front line. And lots of them is using what I'm saying, what I'm taking them to use, and they're not even getting the virus. Trust me. Let's go over here. Let's look at the lung formula. In this lung formula, right here, made by me, Patrick Dells. Look at the herbs. I'm going to tell you what they do so you can buy them somewhere in any health food store that you choose to buy them from. Let's look at the first herb called spikenard. S-P-I-K-E-N-A-R-D. Spikenard. Spikenard have antiviral, antibacterial, and expectorant properties. Indication: it is good for cold and flus. It is good for cold. It's good for flu. It is good for pneumonia. It is good for when the virus is irritating your membranes. It is good for that too. It protects the membrane from irritation by any virus. Spikenard. I'm giving you all the free information. Free. Get the herbs. It's good for wheezing cough, especially if the person has asthma. And it's also good for bronchitis. Spikenard. Look it up. Look it up. Antiviral, antibacterial, expectorant, cold and flus, pneumonia, irritation of the membranes. If it's irritated, it fixes the membrane. It prevents irritation of the mucous membranes in the lung. It's good for wheezing, cough. It's good for bronchitis. You know what I mean? So I never see nobody on CNN invited a herbalist. They only inviting doctors. Where the herbalists at? How come none of them invited Dr. Michael Tierra? How come none of them never invited David Hoffman? How come CNN and all these other channels never invited David Winston, who's one of the best herbalists around? How come none of them never invited Christopher Hobbs to teach them about herbs instead of giving people chemicals and vaccines? Huh? Wonderful. Spikenard, mark it down for me. If you're in a neighborhood, you could have a health food store, get this herb. Mix them together. I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. Protect your lung. Next one is called balloon flower root. Balloon flower root, and that increases oxygen to your lung. Now, because the virus depletes oxygen from your lung, so your lung can take in oxygen, this herb called balloon flower root will do the opposite by increasing oxygen to your lung. It is good for cough, wheezing. It moves mucus from the lung. It is an expectorant, and it opens the lungs so that you could breathe better. Mark it down for me. Balloon flower root. We ain't hiding nothing from the public. You can find these herbs. All right? It's a Chinese plant. It increases oxygen to the lung. So when the virus attacks sick on your lung and stop oxygen from flowing, it prevents that. It increases oxygen to the lung. It coughs, wheezing, move mucus from the lung, expectorant plant. It makes you bring up mucus and it opens the lung so that you can breathe better. Because that is the purpose of the lung, to keep you breathing. And in order for the lung to keep you breathing, you have to keep the cells in the lung intact. And your NK cells, your natural killer cells, is what? Is right in your lung to protect you. But because you're eating the wrong foods with mucus and you're constipated, you can't fix nothing. And if you have respiratory troubles like asthma, COPD, fibrosis, all these conditions, lupus, and kidney troubles, you're going to have more troubles in the lung. So you have to have them working in balance. Mark it down. Balloon flower root. Buy them together. Next one is called Prinseng. Princeseng. We call it the ginseng of the lung. It strengthens the lung so that nothing can come into your lung. It's called Prinseng. The English name, Tai Si Shen. Tai Si Shen. That's the Chinese name of the plant. It's what we call a yin tonic. Yin and yang principle. Indication. Dry, irritated membranes. If you have a dry, irritated membranes, this herb called Prinseng is going to moisten the lung membranes, the membranes of the lung. It is what is good for emphysema, lung disease. It is good for lung weakness. It is good for loss of appetite when the virus damages your lung or damaging your lung and you can't eat no food. You get a headache, and it's good for coughs. Mark it down for me. This is 3 herbs you're going to mix together for me for your lung, so that the virus can't come in and stick in your lung. It can't prevent oxygen from flowing into your lung. Prinseng, Tai Si Shen, Yin Tonic. Dry, irritated membranes. It is good for emphysema, lung disease, weakness of the lung, because it strengthens the lung, and it's loss of appetite, and it's good for cough and wheezing. Mark them down for me. Next one is called honeysuckle. Indication. If you have a cough, and the virus is in your lung, and you're coughing up mucus with blood, This herb will stop the mucus, the blood from coming up with the mucus. It stops fever, especially when the virus is causing your mast cells to produce lots of histamine, which could cause you to get inflammation, and then in turn raises the fever by going by the hypothalamus gland, raising your fever. This herb will stop the fever, stop the coughing, prevent the blood in the mucus. And when the mucus is yellow and thick, it makes you cough it up with the flu. It's called honeysuckle, Honeysuckle. Mark it down. I'm going to show you how to mix them for yourself. Lobelia, Lobelia. It is what we call an antispasmodic lung and heart formula. Lobelia, antispasmodic to your lung and to your heart, because if you have troubles in your lung, you're going to have troubles in your heart. And if you have troubles in your heart, you're going to have troubles in your lung. And if you have troubles in your lung, you're going to have troubles in your kidney. And if you have troubles in your kidney, you're going to have troubles in your heart, and you're going to have troubles in your lung. So this herb called lobelia is what we call an antispasmodic to the lung and to your heart, and also for your back pain. Indication: spasmodic coughing. Indication: asthma. Indication: pertussis. Indication: angina, pain in the chest. Indication: petit mal epilepsy. That is the indication of this herb. You understand? Antispasmodic to your lung and to your heart, and once there's trouble in the lung, there's going to be trouble in your heart. And once there's trouble in your heart, there's going to be trouble in your lung. So what we do, because we know the heart controls the lung and the lung controls the heart, we put herbs in there to what? To work both on your lung and on your heart, because they work together. They are brothers and sisters. They control each other. Herbal medicine class you are in tonight. Spasmodic coughing, asthma, pertussis, angina, and petit mal epilepsy. This herb does that. Mark them down for me. I'm going to show you how to use them tonight together to fix your lung troubles. Next one is called saw palmetto. This herb is the herb we use for men when they have prostate troubles, prostate enlargement, BPH. But it is also good for women who have fibroids and want to prevent the fibroids from getting bigger. But it is also a herb for your lung. So it's not only a man plant, a man herb. It's good for the lung too. It helps the lung to expel mucus. Mucus. This herb right there called saw palmetto. Sawpalmetto. Next one is called hohum. Horehound. It suppresses your cough. It is a cough suppressant. Natural cough suppressant. It is good for coughing caused by a viral infection. Hohum is good for when you're coughing and the cough is coming from a viral infection like the coronavirus. It is good for chest colds. It is also an expectorant. It also stimulates your liver, and it also stimulates your pancreatic juices, dropping your blood sugar levels at the same time. It's called hohum. Horehound. Mark it down for me. I'm going to teach you how to use them together. Next one is called elecampane. 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 It is an expectorant. It is also antiseptic. And it is also good for pneumonia. We're going to teach you tonight now how to use this herb right here called elecampane with garlic to fix your pneumonia when you have it. We're going to teach you how to do that. It's good for pneumonia. It's good for pertussis. It's good for cough with chest pain. When you're coughing so much and you're getting pain in the chest, this herb stops that. God is great. It stimulates digestion also, and it's good for parasites, worms. Elecampane, Elecampane. You are in herbal medicine school tonight. Expectorant, antiseptic, Indication include pneumonia, pertussis, cough with chest pain, and it also stimulates digestion, but it's also good for parasites or worm infestation. Next one's called thyme. Lots of people in the Caribbean countries have thyme. We call it chive and thyme. The thyme is a small plant. See? We use it as seasoning. But lots of people in the Caribbean do not know how significant this herb is to the respiratory system. It is antiviral. It is antibacterial. It is an antioxidant. It is an expectorant plant. It is an antifungal plant. Indication includes lung congestion, colds and flus, lung congestion, when your lung is congested, cold and flus, respiratory tract infection, a damp cough, meaning that you're coughing and the cough have lots of mucus and the mucus is white or yellow. It is good for also pneumonia. It is good for sinus congestion. It is good for stomach upset. It is good for nauseated feeling. It is good for intestinal viruses. This herb right here called thyme, we have it in the Caribbean in abundance. We don't use it. Keep it in your house. It is antiviral, antibacterial, antioxidant, expectorant, antifungal. Look what it does. And we don't use it. How come we don't use these plants? Now, let's go to the other ones. Now, we had a post today, and people said that they read on the internet that elderberry or elderberry and elderflower is not good to use with echinacea because the cytokine, blah, 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 inflammation. False information again. Do not go on the internet and look for information all the time. You're all going to get wrong information. Always go to a herbalist who is trained in herbal medicine and he can teach you how these plants work. All right? Now, elderberry, they say you cannot use it for the coronavirus. That's not true. That's false information. I'm going to tell you how to use it now. Elderberry has antiviral proteins. It stabilizes your mast cells. That's what it does. Elderberry stabilizes your mast cells and reduces histamine production. And once it reduces histamine production, it is also reducing inflammation. So that's a lie already. They don't want you all to use it because they know that's you're going to fix yourself with these from these viruses. Elderberry, antiviral proteins. It stabilizes your mast cells and reduce histamine production. And while it's reducing histamine production, it is also reducing inflammation. And we always said before that if you are producing the Th2 lymphocytes, then your cytokines can cause inflammation. But if you raise the DHEA level in the adrenals and drop the cortisol level, then the Th21 lymphocyte will prevent your cytokines from creating the same inflammation. They don't tell you all them things though. Elderberry, the boss. What it does again. It stabilizes your mast cells and reduces histamine production, which reduces inflammation and allergic response. That's what it does. So they're lying to you all. Vitamin C, lots of it in elderberry. And then have a flavonoid called proanthocyanidin flavonoids, which is important for eye health. It strengthens the capillary of the eyes. So elderberry is not only for your lung, it is also for your eyes. It strengthens the capillary of your eye cells. Don't let them fool you all now. Let's go to elderflower. Elderflower, antiviral, diaphoretic, emollient. Emollient means you can use the oil if you have an ulcer and it soothes the ulcer. That's what emollient means. It acts as a diuretic. The flower does that. Indication include colds and flus. Elderberry and elderflower work together. They're brothers and sisters. Mix the elderflower with peppermint and bone set and eliminate fever, cold and flus in your children also. If you mix this herb here called elderflower with peppermint of a diaphoretic plant, makes you sweat, and bone set, which is good for fevers, it will eliminate your fever, eliminate your cold and flu, you understand, and you can give it to your children and keep your children well, like I give it to my kids. Don't let them fool you all now. Let's go to echinacea. They also said to us that echinacea should not be used because it will cause the cytokine to cause more inflammation. That's a lie too. That's false information. Echinacea, viral and bacterial infection, that's what it's good for. It is good for bronchitis. It is good for laryngitis. It is good for tonsillitis or tonsil stones. It is good for air infection. Echinacea. Yeah? That's what it does. It is that's why I give it to my AIDS patients to build up the CD4 and CD8 cells. Viral bacterial infection, bronchitis, laryngitis, tonsillitis, and air infection, sinusitis, rhinitis, lymphatic stagnation increases CD4 and CD8 cells. It has nothing to do with your cytokines if you know how to use it. Don't let them lie to you all now. Cold and flu, use it with thyme, with wild cherry bark, garlic and echinacea. It kills any kind of cold and flu. Influenza. Mix them together. This one, thyme, wild cherry bark, garlic, and echinacea. Cold and flu, thyme, wild cherry bark, garlic, echinacea, elderflower, elderberry. Cold and flu. That's what I do. Look them up. Buy them in the stores. See them here? Cold and flu. You'll never get a cold, never get a flu. So my cold and flu, I'm giving you all the herbs so you can use them. Look at them right here. See them here? Elderflower, elderberry, garlic. See them here? Mark them down for me. Look at them right here. Garlic, echinacea, wild cherry bark, thyme, elderberry, elderflower. You'll never get a cold and a flu. And all the nurses that give this to, they're working with all these patients don't get sick. Don't get no respiratory infection. They're lying to you all, man. Cold and flu. Now, deep defense. I'm giving all the information because I don't hide nothing. I don't hide nothing from people. Anybody hiding from you all, they ain't ready yet. When you buy things from people and they don't give you the herbs on the bottle, they're wasting your time. Trust me. They hide, they're not supposed to hide because we can't fix the whole world. See what I'm saying? Yeah? So we have to share the information to others so they can pass it on to someone else because each one teach one. So when I decided to do products or formulas, I look for herbs that will act as a defense to the body. So when something comes into the body, your body will have enough mechanism to defend you from that pathogen or that criminal, like a virus, a bacteria, a fungi, a parasite, a cancer cell. So I looked at the herbs that I wanted to use in this product and I call it deep defense. Deep defense means the herbs go in and they go into deep into the body and they defend you from the pathogens that's coming in. Look at them right here. I ain't hiding nothing from the body. My deep defense have ginger, sarsaparilla. It have red clover. It have danshen, salvia root. It have teasel root. It have blackthorn bark. Look at them, mark them down. Because they're going to delete my videos. You keep on doing it already. Can't share it no more. Deep defense. Right here. Look at the herbs. Look them up. Find them. I ain't hiding nothing from you all. See them here? Ginger, sarsaparilla, red clover, danshen, teasel root, blackthorn bark, not buckthorn, blackthorn bark, echinacea, cleavers, elderberry, sheep sorrel, periwinkle, periwinkle, rosemary antioxidant. And this herb right here called periwinkle have 88 chemicals and they take 2 of the 8 from the 88 chemicals and put it into a drug called cisplatin and give it to you for a chemotherapy drug for cancer. But I put it naturally with the 88 chemicals in the plant that defend you from getting cancer. So I call it deep defense. Cleavers, lymphatic system. Elderberry, immune system, antiviral. Echinacea, CD4, CD8 cells. Periwinkle, chemicals to protect your cells. Podiaco, tumor activity. Anti-tumor activity. Rosemary, antioxidant for the brain. Deep defense. That's all in there. Look at them right here. Deep defense. Mark them down. Try to find them herbs and mix them together. Now let's look at cytokines. Because I want to make the record straight tonight. That they make you all feel that you can't use elderberry syrup and you can't use echinacea because the cytokines block. What are cytokines? Cytokines are protein peptides selected by cells of the immune system. They regulate immunity and inflammation. That's the job of the cytokines. They regulate immunity and inflammation. That's what cytokine does. So they make you all feel that when you use elderberry and echinacea, it does the opposite with the cytokine. That's a lie. They're lying to you all. Cytokines are released by cells into the circulation or to the tissues, and they target and bind with what? Immune cells. We talked about that already. We don't go through all that again. So we could educate our people, man. That's what they do. So elderberry, because it stabilizes the mast cells, preventing inflammation and allergic response, how is going to be contraindicated with your cytokines? They're lying to you all, man. Come on, man. Lying to you all. And that's why I'm here. To correct the correction. To make the correction. Let's go. One more time. We're almost done. So, teaching people. Mark the herbs down. All the herbs that I mentioned for the lung, you're going to mix them together. Mix them. Go over the video and look at them and mix them. Get them from the health food store and mix them together. You don't buy it from me. You understand? Because right now we locked down in Grenada. Mix them together and you're going to take 1 teaspoon to 1 cup of hot water and you're going to cover it for 5 minutes and you are going to strain that mixture and you are going to drink 3 to 4 cups per day. And do not eat any starches. Do not use any dairy. And make sure that you are going to the bathroom every day. If you are constipated, you are going to get some buckthorn bark and some cascara sagrada and make them into a tea, and you can drink these herbs, and these herbs will clean your bowels, because without your bowels being clean, you can never ever repair anything in your lung. Why? Because once you have toxins flowing from the sewage system, which is your colon, is going to come back into the bloodstream, common sense, and is going to contaminate your blood. And once the blood is contaminated, your lung will suffer. And that's the reason why lots of these health workers is dying from the disease, because they're picking it up, because they ain't cleaning their system up. Some of them have asthma. They have all these respiratory troubles. They can't fix it because I wasn't taught that how to fix these things. So in order, if you're on the bread line, if you're on the health line, and you are seeing about patients with this coronavirus, you better start cleaning your bowels out. You better start staying away from dairy, and you better start taking the antiviral herbs that I mentioned a while ago, and keep the digestive system healthy. And the virus can never come in. If it come in, it's gonna get you sick. It will. Because any one of us could get it. I could get a virus and get sick. You could get a virus and get sick too. We all can get it. We all in the line of fire. But I protect myself and I protect my family from my children. You understand? And if I do get it, I'm not saying I won't get sick because I'm human. I'm imperfect. But I know for a fact that if I get it, I will kill it the next day. 1 day and it's gone. 2 days is gone. Not 2 and 3 weeks. 2 and 3 weeks tell me that your immune system is all messed up. You have to have good immunity. They don't teach you them things. All they're telling you is wash your hands and don't put your hand in your face and your eyes and blah, blah, blah. That's all good. But what about the immune system that the Most High put into us to kill them pathogens for us, man? Come on, man. They don't teach you all them things. See? So, let's look at pneumonia. Because the virus comes into the lung, and because that same virus, coronavirus, damages your lung, causes fibrosis, it sticks on the lung, and it prevents oxygen from coming into the lung. That's the reason why they had to put you on ventilators. Follow me now. Then, the virus causes pneumonia. So water starts developing in your lung because they don't know the lung can't move the carbon dioxide out and bring in oxygen. So it starts to what? Bring in water. Your water starts to get water in your lung. You start to get short breath. And the water affects your heart too, because the heart and the lung work together. So, mark it down for me. Elecampane. E-L-E-C-A-M-P-A-N-E. Elecampane, lots of it. 3 to 4 cups per day of elecampane. And with the elecampane, you're going to use about, you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 peg of garlic. Crush them up. Blend them up. And you can put them in some honey or some yogurt. You know what I mean? And you can use it that way. Now, if you want to fix the pneumonia, you got to sweat garlic. You got to smell garlic. I mean, it is a lot of it. And using that with the elecampane in no time will get rid of your pneumonia. Because once you have pneumonia, they give you antibiotics. Antibiotics can never fix pneumonia because they are treating you for a secondary infection, but it has nothing to do, antibiotics does, have nothing to do with the infection that you have. So you die from pneumonia anyway. That's what I'm saying. But the God-given plants on the earth that God gave us to use, look at right here, elecampane with garlic will get rid of the pneumonia fast. But you got to use it in abundance. You got to clean your bowels out. And you have to use it in abundance and sweat and smell like garlic. And automatically you see the pneumonia disappears. That is the trick right here. Ain't no secret no more. Follow me. Next one. Come over here now. You see over here? Every day you get up. You boil some ginger. You boil some cinnamon. You boil some elecampane. And you boil some orange peel. See ginger? See orange peel? Anti-tumor activity too. Good for your lung too. Cold, damp condition of the lung. Orange peel does that. Or the lime bud. Put that in here. And you can take the tea. And you can drop the tea. In here, especially if you have pneumonia. And then what you can do, you can take 1 peg of the garlic. I'm teaching you how to fix your old troubles naturally. And the tea should be hot. And you put everything in the tea. And then you can take 1 pinch of cayenne pepper and throw it in the tea, 1 pinch of it. And then you can take 1 drop of peppermint oil and drop it in the tea. And what you can do for me, anybody coming around you can never give you nothing. You shake it up. Shake it up. And then you squeeze a lime or a lemon right in there. And then you cover it. And you go on the train and you shake it up. Every little half an hour, you sip. Every little half an hour, you sip. It heats up your lung. Nothing can come into your lung that way. They don't teach you that. All they're going to tell you about the vaccine is in the making because they don't know how. They don't want to go back to nature. Huh? We are from the earth. So if we are from the earth, all the cures are in the earth. from the earth. Because that's where we go when we die. And that's why the Most High gave us everything to use from the earth. Because He know that we were made from the earth. Because that's where we die, where we go when we die, down there. So if we go there when we die, everything that we need is right from there. Nothing going to come from the sky for you all. So don't look for nothing. Look for signs from the skies. Doesn't come from the sky. Another thing again we do, vitamin E oil. And I notice a lot of the people who've been using this mixture is getting good results. They say they don't feel dry, the skin won't get dry, so that's good. So you can use, again, this is what I do. I use the vitamin E oil and I put some ghost or some lime, squeeze the lime in vitamin E oil with 1 drop of peppermint oil, and you can use it on your skin. And what it does, it don't make the skin get dry, but it moistens the skin because the third layer of the skin have a pH of 5.0, 5.2. You know, acidic. So once these heat and tartaric acid and malic acid get into the skin tissues, nothing can come into the skin. Can't come in. Because it has protection. You have to protect yourselves, man. Because New York people are dying like crazy. Louisiana, New Orleans, New York, Jersey, Connecticut. I know the big man want to lock you all down. It's going to happen. People telling all your men, all of them who say there's no God, watch it. You all will have to brace yourself eventually and praise Him long term. Because He's coming to take His word back from the unbelievers and the demons. Yeah? Also, what I do, I take a half a teaspoon of vitamin C, throw it inside there too, and I sip during the day. So when I'm on the road, I sip. I just sip, and I sip, and I sip, and I sip. So all the nurses out there who are in the front line and are trying to save lives, all due respect, but I'm giving you all tips that you all can use to protect yourselves from the people who is infected, because it's going to get worse. And we are going to lose more doctors, and we are going to lose more nurses. We are going to lose more health practitioners. Because, why? Because they never taught you all how to protect yourself the right way when you all have been reaching a person who infected. Like a person who have what we call leprosy. In the olden days, when a person have leper coming, they say, leprosy, leper coming, leper coming. You have to run, because leprosy was contagious. You see what I'm saying to you? You know? Go back and read Isaiah 26:20. You have to keep yourself in your house, because they come in and they're going to drop. They're going to allow these demons to drop this thing in your atmosphere. It's coming. I'm telling you all. You know what I mean? So the Most High, Jehovah God, Yahweh, Allah, He's the only one who can save us from this destruction that man is putting on the face of the earth. Listen, look. Forget. Good night. Now, the people who ordered for some of the products, right? This one here. Yeah? Some of the labels were not here, so we just give you a white label on the product. So don't be surprised if you see you get a product, a formula with a label like this, okay? But we have all the labels now. They all got the labels back. We have the antiviral label came in. We have those, and we also have the lung formula that we just told you a while ago. You could find the herbs and use them together, the tea. That also will help you too. You know what I'm saying? And we have the deep defense to defend you from the viruses and bacteria. And what I do is I take my liver, take my liver stuff and I put it on my tongue for my liver. Yeah. Then I have my astragalus, echinacea, golden seal, and I take on my tongue for respiratory troubles to prevent them. On my tongue. See them here? I give it to my household. So my children are not in the line of fire. I don't put them in the line of fire. So parents, I'm telling you all, take care of your children, because they said to us before that only old people get it. Now you see, it's killing children now. A 6-year-old have it now. Now you see, it's affecting people between the ages of 20 and 45. So it's not an old people thing. So I'm telling people, stay in your house. Stay in your house for now, because till the angel pass, the angels of perdition pass. You understand? Otherwise, you would be quarantined by the system. And we want to mention to the Royal Grenada Police Force, we put together lots of these tinctures. We're going to give it away to the brothers in the police force who's on the line, in the front, and the streets. We're giving away a lot to our police officers and to our nurses and to a lot of the poor people in Grenada. So we have 20 tinctures that we're going to give away to people in Grenada. All right, poor people. All right, so you can call 416-2310 and 421-1473, 421-9604, 1473-416-2310, or you can go to KRISTYBWKS.biz, and you can just call, and we could, once you can't afford, we're going to give it to you. And all the police officers on the street, we are contributing to you all, because you all are keeping the criminals away from us. All right, not all police officers are bad. All right, and so we want to give thanks and praises to the Ministry of Health, who is doing a very good job. I want to applaud them for putting things in place to keep us protected. Okay, blessed love to everybody, and don't forget to love your neighbor as yourself, and give the thanks and praises to the Most High Jehovah God. Blessed love. KRISTYBWKS.biz. And I want to say again that people who order for stuff, we only have, because we are on lockdown, we have only one flight leaving Grenada only on Mondays. So if you're going to order anything on the website, don't be very patient, because we only have one flight a week now. It used to be 3 flights per week. Now it's only 1 flight per week. So your stuff will take a little longer to reach to you, okay? So just be patient, because everything takes time. Blessed love to everybody. Want everybody to know that once you order from christybooks.biz right now, you won't get it on time, because we only have 1 flight per week. And that's the reason I'm giving you all information to get herbs where you all can find them. So when things get back into normal range, we're going to have 3 flights per week. We're going to start to send the things up as fast as possible. Again, Nikki Lane, my sister, Nikki Lane, blessed love to you, sister. Give thanks. You could, she's on Holistic Harmony. And again, Brosia is closed down right now in New York. I don't think they will be open till about another week or so. 718-469-0985, because everything in New York is locked down. Blessed love to everybody, and don't forget to love your neighbor as yourself, and push that love button. Hello, and Adeline Dabrio, my dear. Lynn Davis, blessed love to you all. Vicky, Vicky, what? Maria, God bless you. All right, Diane Downs, God bless you. David Sonny, God bless you. Janet Daniels, God bless you. Anne Proctor, blessed love to everybody, and thanks for watching. Bea, BEAVGLICIS, good night. Patricia, good night. Debbie Jennings, good night. Maria Thomas, good night. Julie Joseph, blessed love to everybody. You know what I mean? Keep going, and please keep yourself safe. Watch the crowds, and don't let anybody cough in front of you, and keep your nose and your eyes covered so that you don't get contaminated, okay? Blessed love to everybody. Ali Frey, blessed love. Give thanks. Karen, Kamabatch, blessed love. Debbie Jennings, blessed love to everybody. Good night, and don't forget to love your neighbor and yourself, and give all the praise and the glory to the Most High Jehovah God. He's the ultimate healer of all things. Peace.